This is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I'm Calvin, that guy's Garland, and we are here today to discuss episode 9 of the final season of Insecure.
Best
Out,
episode.
okay?
Best
It's the
episode.
best episode so far, man. I mean, I
hmm
can't deny it. They really got it in this last night. How you doing, Garland?
I'm great, man. Christmas week, heading into the Christmas season and all. Capricorns, I hear the goats are beginning to assemble. Sagittarius, hurry up and get your couple days over. You got about a day or two left. Then get on out the way because it's goat season.
It is definitely goat season. Capricorns are coming in. Just want y'all to know we give you the holiday. You celebrate Christmas. You celebrate New Year's. You right on the cusp of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. I mean, all y'all claim that y'all the best, but clearly we're the beginning and the end. But
hmm
we generally don't talk about it because
Yeah, we
we
take the year to the top, and then the rest of the signs just bring it down to the bottom, where we gotta do all that work to get it back up top at the end of the
exactly,
year.
exactly. And then let all of them take the credit. Move over, cause here come the Gemini's.
Here come
Here
the
come the
Scorpios.
Scorpio.
Yeah.
Whatever. Y'all know what it is. Y'all look forward to Capricorn season. All of y'all look forward to it. But anyway, man, we got fantasy football going on, live football tonight. And if you like me, your team is struggling. You're trying to win in this playoff round. Our Ravens lost yesterday. It's big controversy. Should they have gone for two? Should they have not gone for two? It don't matter. We the Ravens. We lost. We'll see what happens next week. We still got a chance to be in first place. But anyway, outside of all of that, there was some drama last night on Insecure, Garland.
Oh my goodness, was it? Yo, your boy. I'm sorry if that would have happened in real life. His eye would have been dotted up. You already know he would have been gathered up and on the ground with a couple of little blows and kicks on him. Cause yeah, your boy. Anyway, let's get it. Cause your boy.
Let's get it.
I text Calvin last night like, yo, your boy, your boy out of order. All right, insecure out. Okay. Now we've been waiting for this to happen, Calvin. With 2 episodes left, we were wondering when Insecure was going to start getting to the confrontations that needed to happen this season. And Out Okay does just that. It gets everything out and into the open. And so we start off the episode kind of innocently. We left off last week with Nathan and Issa deciding, yeah, let's go ahead, let's move together. And so they've decided to look for a place to live together. And this has gone from a conversation to a real thing. And so watching Nathan and Issa, I was going to call them Nisha. You can put that together, but no, don't do it. Watching Nathan and Issa shop for apartments, although we said, it's cute, it doesn't feel right though, Calvin. I ain't gonna lie, it don't feel right. It's never made sense for Issa to tease out this relationship. Now, do you think Issa is being real with herself and making this major leap?
No, absolutely not. I mean, she she clearly and more than just this episode, we saw in the last episode that and the episode before that, we saw that Issa's not really sure that she wants to be with Nathan. I think Nathan is
You get ready to do
actually
it too, Nathan, Nisa. Go ahead.
I think Nathan is
Mhm.
actually, let me say, content in being with Issa.
Mhm.
I don't know if he really wanted to be with her. I think he's content in being with her, but she clearly doesn't want to be with him. I mean, she know it. We all, everybody knows.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
we knew it 2 seasons ago.
the energy that she gives off is like, if I can't be uh with fuckboy, I might as well just go ahead and be with you. And that's basically that's the I mean, and I know he gotta feel that. I mean, you gotta feel that energy, man. You I know you on medication, Nathan, but you gotta be at least aware that her energy is just totally off, especially when you're talking about, yeah, I don't know what type of cats you've been living with, and she kind of hit you with the, let me change the subject. You notice that, right? And so
Oh
it's
yeah.
like Nathan and Issa are, I kind of put the blame on Issa. Issa, you, you really don't know what you want, and you're settling, but you think you're doing something because you're trying to make this phony fake commitment. Yeah, it just ain't it don't feel right. It didn't feel right from the jump, but hey, they're gonna try to power it through anyway. And too bad it's the last season. Now we got to the last episode to see what actually happens. And so now the majority of the episode it takes place at the farewell party for Tiffany and Derek. We know that Tiffany and Derek are moving to Denver. Derek's got a new opportunity. Tiffany ain't really feeling it, but hey, she's going along to support her man. And so who should pull up in the party? Cute Molly and Torian. They're a couple now. They're official. It's like it's for real, for real. And so to step back a little bit, our man Torian, he got made partner at the firm, and Molly, she jumped out that fine black dress and jumped on my man like, yes, yes, that's my babe. You got whoa, whoa. She had to pull us up to go. Girl, get in here on this group hug. They had to group hug the man all up and whatnot. And so the old Molly, we know she would have been jealous of that because Molly, she wanted to be partner. That's why she left the first firm. And so she probably would have made a sarcastic remark if this was Molly season 2 or season 1 through 3, at least, or season 1 through 4. Now, the new Molly, she can't help but pull Torian in and hug him and congratulate him. Now, when they get to the party, she immediately senses that something is off and she takes him aside to check in. My man, he had a little box up in his hand. And it's hard to imagine Molly doing the same for someone else like Jared. Jared was one of the past boyfriends. As a matter of fact, I went back last week, Calvin, and I looked at the first season, man. And Molly, she's kind of like a gaslighter, and so is Issa. They've both been, their share of relationships have failed, not because of other people, but because of them. As a matter of fact, Molly talks about that a little later on in that evening. And so, if one of Molly's past partners felt uncomfortable in a social situation like that, Molly probably would have roasted him with Issa later about how he brought a trash present. Instead, my man Torian, he got a little closer with this girl because he had the edibles, the hookup, the little chewy chews and whatnot. So, me and Calvin was joking about this the other day. I want y'all to know Calvin's a pretty straight guy. I know he's funny. He seems like he's a wild guy because I invited him out, come hang out to have a cigar the other day, and he was like, I don't smoke cigars. I'm like, what? I would have pictured Calvin likes beer. I figured he would like a cigar, but I was wrong. And so, what are your thoughts on edibles, Calvin? I'm not going to ask you if you ever had an edible, but
You
what's your
can
thoughts?
ask. I think I think they're dangerous. Like, isn't that drugs? Like, wait a minute, isn't it drugs? Like,
Yes, it's
oh,
drugs, Calvin.
is it not drugs? Like, I've noticed, that edible since it's become pretty legal in most places, that a lot of people are really getting. Well, I don't want to say getting into it because people have been into it, but a lot of people are, you know, coming out with it. But yeah, like it's still drugs, right? Like it's still messing with you, right? Like
Yes,
I'm
it's still
sorry,
drugs.
I'm I'm good with my alcohol.
That's a shame.
I'm not. I don't judge anybody, but like I told Garland. Garland was like, "You don't smoke cigars." I was like, "Bro, I don't do nothing." I grew up in the
Right.
Just Say No campaign with Nancy Reagan. I'm scared to take the edible, and then my brain be in the frying pan like the egg. This is your brain on drugs, y'all. Like it's drugs. Like listen, and it's just me because my kids smoke weed and stuff every now and then. When they be smoking weed, I be like, "What you doing smoking weed?" And they grown. They be like,
Right.
but I'm like, I was like, "Don't get in my car smelling like weed because
Right.
it's drugs, y'all."
well, well, for a gentleman as myself that went to college and did some different things in school, I do know about weed and edibles, and yeah, it's a different thing. It's funny. I was talking to my nephew the other day because he went out to smoke a cigar with me because Calvin couldn't, and we
I
talking about
could, I wouldn't.
he wouldn't. He was scared of the tobacco.
Like in the
And
when y'all smoking cigars, ain't it like smoke everywhere? So even if I'm not smoking, wouldn't I get like third and fourth hand cigar smoke. Like, yo, it's still smoke. Like, you know them don't stop smoking campaign. Like the Surgeon General says, smoking is bad for your health. Like it's right on the packet. Like, all
All
right,
right.
whatever,
Anyway,
whatever.
all right. And so, yeah, we were talking about the weed now, versus the weed back in 1989. And I was just saying that, yeah, it's definitely the growing and the varieties and all those things is definitely different. The edible piece is, you know, the edible thing is, I found the depiction of it very real because you eat and you be like, oh, hey, man, that edible ain't nothing, and about 2 hours later you looking real crazy. And we saw that with our girl Molly and my man Torian. And Torian, he was the comic relief for this episode. Very dry sense of humor. They have a very bluntness, matter of fact relationship, which is kind of like what Molly needs because he's like, it's whatever. We how you feel is how you feel. As a matter of fact, we saw that with the appearance of America's favorite open marriage guy, Dro. Now, Dro, with his freaky self, showed up, and Dro, he got a new babe. He not married anymore, the little Slimmy and whatnot. And you know, uh, they're talking, and Torian comes over and she's like, yeah, Dro used to have the open marriage, and that mean me and Dro used to date. Oh, well, not me that's saying. We used to have a lot of sex, a lot of sex, and now Dro he divorced now, and we still friends. It's all good. And Torian's like, okay, like, all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, you gave me the facts. Great. I used to sell Adderall. What the hell? And so, so what do you think about that relationship between them, seeing this dynamic between Tori and Molly, although we're about to, not get any more of it.
Hey, but I think it's great for Molly. Like Torian said, everybody had a past. Like she said, I feel so comfortable around you. And I think it's great for Molly. I also think it's great for Torian. But I thought so when Torian was coming out talking about his promotion and she guessed it, he said, yeah, he seemed a little ambivalent about it. Like, is it that he's now a partner, he can't mess with her by her still being at the firm, or does
Mhm.
that require him to move, or there's something that seems to be going on. um but he never got into it. And then when we go to the party scene, he was a little shaken because he had the edibles, and it clearly
Right,
wasn't that type of party. But I think
right.
it's great for both of them. The one thing that we've never discussed with Molly, and I noticed it, I've always noticed it, but it really came out yesterday. We talk about Charlie Bordelon a lot, but yo,
Hmm.
Molly got some big ass face features, like her eyes, yo,
Yeah,
her
she's.
teeth. Yo, her teeth are big, but what makes her teeth big is that her mouth is big as a like, yo, like for real. And she's not an ugly girl, but her features are just like in your face. Like,
Hmm.
and so when they give her the
She's
close
very
up, it's
Kenyan.
like, yeah, when they give her the close up, it's like she looking
Right,
right back at me,
right.
So yeah, yo, Molly, but I like Molly, I
Yeah,
do.
I think she's. I said Kenyan. She's probably. I think she's Nigerian because when she did you see her
I did,
comedy
I
special?
did,
Yeah, yeah.
which
I
was
think she's
actually pretty
Nigerian.
funny. It was actually
Yeah,
pretty funny.
very funny and all. And so yeah, she's definitely. uh she has a different type of beauty and all, and it's unlike the European version of what we would classify as beauty, but nonetheless very attractive woman. But yeah, I just like the energy of the couple. I wish we could have got that developed earlier in the episode. I mean, in the season, I would have, loved to see it progress. We just getting, the tail end of it. I guess this is really a season about Issa's choices and what Issa does. And so we're about to get into that. And so sadly, the love triangle between Issa, Nathan, and Lawrence, it doesn't play as well as Molly and Torian's relationship. Now, Nathan, our man, light skins unite, doesn't fit
Yoga, your boy, not our boy, your boy.
a wonder light skin powers activate. Now Nathan doesn't fit into her world, but he only sees that now when he's surrounded by Issa's male friends. Now Leading up to Lawrence talking to Issa, we see him and our boy Nathan go at it. Now, this scene reminded me of a scene from Love Jones. If you remember Love Jones, the scene between the Darius Love Hall character and Wood when Wood started dating Nina, and he like, yeah, I got a new job, keeps me up all night. He like, oh yeah, I used to work that job. You sure you can handle that? I can handle it. When his page went off, he's like, oh, what's that, mom's? Not this time, D. So, it reminded me of that, but they doing it over who got the best barbecue. Now we know if this was crab cakes and they were talking about who got, oh, yo, we got crab cakes out here. We got that. Nah, yo, I'm from Baltimore. Baltimore. I'm from Baltimore, yo. No, the man from Houston. I think that the state logo in Houston is the cow. How you talking about you in LA and you got the best bar? Nah, son. And my man, he tried to be, yeah, nah, yo. I mean, y'all weather nice, but come on, yo, y'all tripping about this barbecue. They like, oh, they start naming places. Oh, yeah, we got the Red Shack. We got. He like, yo, I'm from Houston. That's how I do people when they start talking about seafood, Calvin. They be like, oh, yeah, they got. Slow down. This crab cake is substandard. I'm from Baltimore. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Don't. When I see Maryland crab cake on a menu, I ask for the owner. I did this, Calvin. I was at a conference at Jackson State. This before Dion got there several years ago. Went out to eat that night. Was in a restaurant. They had Maryland crab cakes on the menu. I asked the man. I said, "Is the manager here?" I say, "Look, I'm from Baltimore, and I'm going to let you know if this is real, authentic Maryland crab cake. Because, a lot of y'all be lying. I think they probably spit my crab cake. I mean, we down in the South in Mississippi. I forgot where I was. But the crab cake, it was good. Now, let me ask you this question. When you have mutual friends and y'all break up in a friendship or a relationship, who should bow out of that connection? Should it be the one that initiated the breakup or the one that was broken up with? I think it's a valid question.
First of all, first of all, when you ever go places, they don't say Maryland crab cakes. They say Maryland style, and they put corn and stuff in it. I don't know anywhere in Maryland that puts corn in crab cakes. So, like you said, don't ever get them. Just whatever.
Don't do it.
So to answer your question,
Yeah, I'm sure you faced this, Calvin. I faced
uh,
it as well. You in a
um,
relationship, the relationship breaks up. Y'all have mutual friends, or you were coming around to connect with these friends that were friends through the person you was dating. Should you stop being friends with them?
so you never stop being friends, but you can. It depends on how. For me, it depends on how raw it is, how fresh it is. Like if it's within a year, something like that. You kind of. I'm the one that kind of steps back if I can. Um, if it's any longer than that, I'm just like, you should be over it because I'm over it, and it don't really matter to me. Like you got to rip the bandage off at some point. You know what I mean? Either I'm going to see you here, I'm going to see you at Walmart. It don't really matter. Like, but if it's real fresh, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm because fun fact, I'm rarely ever heard about it, so it don't really matter to me. but but I'm gonna let you go ahead and get over it. I'll give you
Right.
some time and give you some space. Sometimes you try to be cordial and you bow out, but sometimes your friends make the call and just be like, "Well, nah, because my man Calvin said he coming, so we're gonna have to, not let you
Disinvite.
come." Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if you noticed that or anything, Garland. I don't know if you familiar with anything like that, but sometimes that happens with people.
Yeah, yeah. I've been through it. I'm not gonna say anything, but I wink, wink. I've been through it with somebody that co-host this show. And so y'all gonna have to read the book for that one. So yeah, I understand perfectly. Uh, now, why was condolences invited? I don't know because they needed drama. Ashley. That's why condolences is there because they gotta bring the baby there and put the baby because ain't nobody else baby was in the mix. Where
Nah.
was Derek and Tiffany baby? Ain't
First of
nobody
all,
else had no babies
condolences.
there.
First of all, she was invited because it was one of the final scenes of the show. You had to have him there. Shout out to Condola. Shout out to Issa's brother. Shout out to their homeboy. What's that homeboy name? Brad. Is that his name? Brad.
Chad, Chad.
Chad. Shout out to him. Shout out to everybody because having them all there was comedy. Shout out
Well,
to
I think Lawrence he got a battery put in his back by his boy Chad because he was kind of like I'm not going in typical Lawrence way. I mean it's her
uh,
friends. I maybe I
mm,
shouldn't go. Well, man, you should have went because I would have fought for it. And of course you here you go. You got spineless little fuck boy. He yeah maybe you're right. Let me get
sir,
condolences and my
sir,
baby and go and
sir.
oogle and look at Issa because I know I want Issa instead of me just being a man and just going over to see Issa. No, I'm going. Should I
No,
go? I don't
absolutely not,
know.
sir. Let's back up. First of all, we know Lawrence is single. Don't let him and Condola being together with the baby confuse everybody. Lawrence is a single man. If he got his sights set back on Issa and they're not married, Issa and Nathan aren't married, Lawrence did the right thing. First of all, Lawrence tested his mettle with that whole Houston thing. Lawrence didn't care about no barbecue. He didn't care about no Houston. What Lawrence
True,
cared about was that barbecue wasn't good enough to keep you there. First, Lawrence gave it to him
yeah,
right there.
but
Anything he wanted to do, Lawrence basically gave him the invitation, looked him eye to eye. What did Nathan do?
but
He went out to see his homeboy and
no,
been like,
no. What did no go back. Nathan hit him
what,
with this
what?
one. Oh, yeah, me and East out looking for a spot because we moving in together. Because East brother said, "Hey, can I come by get the little
No,
temper tape?" And he like,
no,
nah, I ain't in tomorrow because
no.
me and East we out looking at places because we moving in
Right.
together. And
But
when and
Nathan,
what happened
but
when your boy
Nathan,
heard that? He
Nathan
like,
had to use
oh,
Nathan had to use Issa to hurt Lawrence. Lawrence was basically trying to say, "Yo, let's see what's up. Well, I mean, what you made of?" And we found
and
out
he
what
was about
Nathan
to
is
get
made
his,
of.
he was about
Nathan
to get that
Nathan is
I
made
got it.
of Issa having his back. Nathan's made of Issa having his back. His boy even said, "We can go in there and wreck something." And here go Nathan. Nah,
I mean,
we
it
we
cut. Why?
good.
Why
We
should
good.
Nathan? He got the possess. He got the prize. It's
I'm
Nathan's
sorry.
prize.
I'm sorry. He offered him right then and there. He offered it up right then and there, and Nathan ain't want none. So don't come back later. We'll talk about it later. But
You
Nathan
know.
ain't want none.
Anyway, and let me go back and talk about this mutual friends and bowing out because it's so funny. I have a family member, and I know they don't watch the show, so I can go ahead and talk about it. I have a family member, and him and his first wife divorced, and he's remarried. But the first wife still comes to a lot of family events and stuff. They invite her to everything because they had children and all those things. And I sometimes I feel awkward, but I mean it ain't even me. But I guess when you connect with people and y'all have a connection and you have family and blood and all those things, then it supersedes who left who. I know for myself, probably if I was in a situation like that, I probably would bow out because of the tension of it. And just like we saw, there's tension there. He's sitting there trying to get some chocolates, drink. He trying to get his drink, trying to eat a mac and cheese ball. He look up like, yo, that's old boy. Old boy here. He came down for his baby and his girl.
See,
He
that's
old boy
because
here.
Nathan is soft. Because you know what I would have said? I'd be
What?
like, I see your little boyfriend over there. Uh huh. I see
Me
him.
too.
Cause for me, it would have been a joke. It wouldn't have been nothing. But Nathan
Right.
hurt because Nathan insecure because he know Issa don't really want him, and he know he ain't got nothing on Lawrence. Yeah.
Uh, he
Uh,
got. He,
is that old boy? Issa should have been like, you know it's him. You know it's him. Why are you
Somebody said
asking me that?
Saul. Yeah, but yeah, true. But he was, yeah, he did had a little drink. Like, whoa, that's dude, right? You that
Here's the difference. Here's the
that's
difference
dude.
between the two. When he
Mm-hmm.
saw when he saw Lawrence, he being all in his feelings and hurt about it. When Lawrence saw him, Lawrence had in his mind, I'm going to step to her because he's weak. Lawrence looked at him and saw the weakness on him and said, I'm stepping to his girl. What? What?
He's about to
Get
get
your
that.
woman, Lawrence.
He's
Get your
about
woman, Lawrence.
He's about to get that chin tap. That's what he's about to do. And so let's go ahead and talk about that. We did. And so, things that have been simmering deep burst to the surface, and so, Issa, she's going to throw out the trash and she crosses path with your boy, El Fakio. And he's just, I gotta just now I am a fan of taking your shot. Okay, so I'm not going to hate on that. I am a fan of taking your shot. So he took his shot. Now, should he have taken his shot there? All this team Lawrence, y'all gonna stop. I don't know if he should have took his shot there, but
What?
I don't know. To me, he was just being confrontational. You see the woman out, you trying to. So yeah, main man had to step to you. Main man, like, what's the deal? What's up? Oh, she like,
No.
and what did Issa do? Oh, nah, it's cool. I was just throwing. He came because Issa like, look, I do I have to go into this? This not the spot. This not the spot. And he just figured I'm a bum rush you and hit you with my. If I tell you I love you, that's supposed to make you change. And that was very entitled of Lawrence. But I'm a fan of shooting your shot. What did you think about it?
First of all, let me tell you why
Thank
he
you,
did
Ashley.
shoot a
There is
shot.
a time and a place.
Let me tell you why he did shoot a shot. Because that whole time he was talking about barbecue, instead of Nathan being the man and standing on his own, Nathan started pumping information out there. Oh yeah, we looking for our own place. Boom. So Lawrence already know my time is limited. I don't know when I'm gonna see it again because they about to move in together.
Mm-hmm.
And once they move in together, it makes it a little harder. So first of all, he getting information from him. Nathan was letting out information just like a woman. You talking too much. You ain't had to say none of that. But now that I know, when I get her alone, like Lawrence did, when she said, "Oh, I can't do," he was like, "Oh." He wouldn't let her go because once she move in with him, it makes it that much more difficult. And secondly, shout out to Dwayne, Wayne, Whitley, and Byron because that's straight from different world. I don't know if Debbie Allen was the one that directed this, but Lawrence straight went up and was like, "Baby, baby, baby," shout out because Lawrence was like, "Are you happy?" She, what? Like, bitch, you heard me. Are you happy? And then here come paper thin. Here come Rice Krispies. Here,
He can
here
Rice
come,
Krispies.
here come the Stay Puft Marshmallow Nathan. Um, what are y'all talking about? So, we're not talking about. No, we having a conversation, homie. What? Houston and LA. Now, I'm not going to sleep on Houston because Houston is definitely gangster.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you definitely out there in the land of the Crips and the Blood. So, Nathan ain't going back
Lawrence ain't
down.
no daggone crip with no blood. Come on now. This
Well,
he
we
part of
we know
he
that. Listen,
he in the
listen.
fuckboy gang.
I ain't no gangster either. But if somebody from another city come down here and step, I'ma act like what you
Right.
know where you at. You know where you at. Thank you. Whoever said he's soft and Lawrence has no respect for him, thank you. And it's not first on site, he may look a little soft, but looks are deceiving. But once he starts getting in his feelings and pumping out information, that's when you know he's soft. He ain't got nothing to stand on. And it may not necessarily be true. He may be trying to be cordial, but you got to feel when that energy is coming at you. And Lawrence was bringing it to him, and he was just backing down. You cannot do that. And then you want to get hard when he finally stepped to your woman, and the fight was broken up because the girls held you back. Because Torian had to
Oh, come
grab
on, come
Lawrence,
on.
but
Come on,
the
man. Come
girls,
on, man.
he
No.
plus he was swinging like this. I know
Now you making stuff up.
you better, you better
You
stop it,
like this?
Lawrence. Get
Stop,
away from my girl, Lawrence.
stop.
No,
Now you
but no,
making stuff up.
no, but no. Hey, listen, it was great TV. It
It was.
definitely, like I said, reminded me of a different world. Lawrence actually went after the woman he wanted, and everything that we've said about Lawrence leading up to this, how he was indecisive, how he never really went after he wanted. Even what his boy said to him, Lawrence finally came out and went straight after it. And it took Issa for such a loop because the one thing that you have to notice that Issa did not say was, "No, Lawrence, leave me alone." She was not decisive in that. And if I'm Nathan, I'm remembering that she did not stop this when she could have stopped it. She casually was like, "Oh, I can't do this," but it's got to be a hard no. And she never did that.
I mean, she told the man that it was a mistake. I called you. I shouldn't have done it. You know, I anyway. Yeah, I do place this at the feet of Issa because I do believe that she really doesn't want to be with Nathan, and because she's so wishy washy in terms. I don't even know if wishy washy is the right word, but I mean, she's just undetermined of what she wants. And, you know, yeah, when he said he loved her, when Lauren said he loved her, you can see in her face that, yeah, that's what she wanted to hear. That's what she's been wanting this, truth from him, this assertiveness from him that he's just never really shown. And I'm sure that threw her for a loop. But, then again, you put this other man, he's out here had to defend beef and Houston and all these other things because you're basically, in a sense, you playing emotional games in the sense of talking about you want to move in together and all these things. I think Issa thinks maybe this is the right step for me because Lawrence, I let that go. I can't go back and get it. But as they said in a couple episodes ago, that maybe it is for you, and there's nothing wrong with finding your truth for yourself.
And a couple things real quick. So I see Ashley said he didn't even give her a chance to process. He wasn't
Right.
supposed to give her a chance to process. He
So he
was
just was
supposed
a
to
bum
hit it.
rusher.
No, you supposed to hit it and you supposed to get the real and raw reaction. The
Mm-hmm.
process reaction is a thoughtful reaction. It's a reaction of, "Oh, well, how would Nathan feel if I did this? And how would that?" No, I need to know what your real feelings are right up. So I'm not giving you a chance to process. But, and let me say this, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's the fact that she doesn't want Nathan. I think it's more that she wants Lawrence even more. Nathan is like second place, like the consolation prize. She'll be happy with it, but the grand prize is Lawrence, and
I
that's who
don't.
she
I
wants
don't
to
even
be
know if
with.
she wants Lawrence at this point, Calvin. I mean,
She
to
wants,
me, I don't know if
bro.
she
She
wants
want Lawrence,
Lawrence.
bro. She want
Oh, okay,
Lawrence.
all right.
She want
Because
Lawrence.
why didn't she just go ahead and say yeah? I mean, she had the chance to. Okay, you call Molly, say, hey, look, sleep on it. If you want to go ahead and call, she had the chance to go ahead and follow up on the phone call. Obviously, she sat down and thought about it. I don't even think, um, I don't think she wants
That
Lawrence. Thank you, Ashley. I
that's
don't think she knows what she
that's be
wants.
and that's because she processed it and she had the thoughtful reaction. But what did her true mind say when she was dreaming? Who was the one that popped up where she really wanted to be? Lawrence.
Oh boy,
She wants
yeah,
Lawrence.
yeah,
She wants
yeah.
Lawrence.
I don't
She
want
wants
Lawrence to
Lawrence.
win. I don't want Lawrence to win. I'd rather her go back to Daniel. I'd rather to the security guard that she was messing with than to go to Lawrence because yeah, I agree. Someone said she doesn't want Lawrence. She just wants Lawrence to want her. I agree with that. She's been wanting this Lawrence to
I don't
step
know.
out. And to me, we're gonna see because they didn't really give us any hints about what's going to happen next week. So, we're
Yeah,
gonna have
I
to wait and
noticed that
see.
they was real slick with that. They ain't show
Yeah,
no previews of what was going to
no
happen next week. They
previews.
were real slick.
Mm-mm.
Now I'm gonna say this, and that whole she wants Lawrence to want her. Here's the thing with a lot of women that I've noticed. Women are very, I don't want to call it possessive, but women are very, if we're together when we're both down, when we start making it and you start, there's no need for us to be apart. We need to reap the benefits together. And Issa's starting to have benefits. She sees Lawrence starting to have benefits.
Mm-hmm.
When they were down, they had such a wonderful relationship, and the thing that stopped them was the thing that's not going on now. So I think Issa really wants to see what can happen with her and Lawrence now because they're both in better places. I know Lawrence wants that. Lawrence never wanted to break up with Issa. Let's not forget that. It was Issa that broke up with Lawrence. Lawrence has never wanted to break up with Issa. He would have never been with any of these girls if Issa hadn't have broken up with them. So they they deserve one another, and I don't care what you say, Team Lawrence.
All right.
Go
Someone
Dwayne
said
Lawrence.
someone said she wants the life she imagined with Lawrence. I don't know if she actually wants him. So, I think we're kind of 50-50 tonight on, if she wants him, if she doesn't want him. And so we're gonna see next week.
Right, but what we're not 50-50 on is that Lawrence is more of a man than your boy Nathan. I
Let's not
mean,
go with the more of the man piece. I'll just say, oh boy,
okay.
he was trying to be respectful, and he had a party. He's trying, not throw blows, not that. Ah, get out of here.
Somebody get Lawrence. Get Lawrence. Lawrence, why are you here? Leave us alone.
Lawrence was just wrong. Lawrence is wrong. You come on, man. Issa
Lawrence
was
was
gonna be
not
there. And see, I didn't like the fact he used Condoleezza and the baby as a cover. To me, that's the problematic thing about
as a
that.
cover for what?
You were coming to the party just for Issa. Why are you fronting here with your son and Condoleezza?
Why can't two things be truthful? Why can't he want to
Both
show
of those
off
things,
his
both of those
son?
things. Calvin, he left his son on the ground when he saw Issa across the thing. His son laying on the grass. The mother had to go down and get him out the grass. The mother,
Little dude, all right.
Condoleezza, looking like, oh, that's why you really here. That
Little,
Condoleezza
little,
saw it when it came in.
little dude be all right. The babies like the grass. He be all right.
When she hit him with I talked to Issa. He was like, oh, really? Okay.
Wait a minute. So yeah. When we were watching it, the wife was like, "Why his voice get so high? You know why his voice got high? She's
Right.
here.
Oh,
I
she's
hadn't even
here.
seen her."
I didn't know she was here. That boy sound like Scooby Doo. Yeah, man. I was like, so that's my issue. Yo, the whole cover of bringing your baby and your baby mama. You should have just came straight in the party, went right over there and hollered.
So he should have went over there. He should have grabbed two drinks, went over there, got in between her and Nathan, and been like, "Here you go, Issa.
Right.
So let's talk about this." And looked at
Let's
Nathan,
talk.
been like, "Excuse me for a minute, bruh."
Excuse me,
And
sir.
so that's what he should have been. That's what he
That's
should have
what he
did.
said. Yeah, don't bring your baby here covering you all holding it. Yeah, he looking at Issa the whole time. Baby fall out your arm. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, y'all. So tune in next week and all. We have a little dilemma because I'm actually traveling on next Monday, and so Calvin may be doing the show by himself. We'll see. And so um, he may get a special guest, or maybe I'll send a homing pigeon from where I'm located. And so that can speak for me. Or maybe we can maybe I'm trying to convince him, let's pre-tape. So we'll see. We'll see what we deliver for you. Gee, tripping. No way Lawrence should have went over there. Come on. All he did was waited a couple hours. He just waited for Condoleezza and the baby to leave so he can go ahead and step to her. He came in. He couldn't keep his eyes off of it. He came in the party looking like this. Put the baby down in the grass. The baby all getting bit by mosquitoes. He
So
looking over
why
at
we?
Issa.
So why are we acting like when Issa saw him, she wasn't also taken by the sight of Lawrence? Why are we acting like
She
that? Why are we
was,
acting like it was just Lawrence?
but
Why are we acting like
come on. But Lawrence, he's using the cover of his baby and his baby mama.
that? And
He
Issa's using the cover of Casper and Casper's little weak light skin.
All right, y'all. Let's close this up. Any closing? You know what? I do have a closing thought, y'all. Be careful. Out here, we got Amarion, the Amarion variant. You got the Amarion variant out here, Omicron out here being crazy. Although I'm traveling and stuff, it's a trip where everyone you have to show proof of 100% vaccination. I have been boosted as well, and so I'm going to be safe in what I'm doing. But yeah, please be safe. If you can get boosted, if you've already had your shots, go ahead and get boosted. You have elderly people in your home, they need to get boosted too if they've had their shots. Just watch your crowds, watch your things. This is not different than what happened last winter. We just have a new variant. Last winter we didn't have any vaccine, and we were just all in the house. We were not gathered together. And so, just be careful, be selective. If you're vaccinated, you have a chance of handling this. If you're not, your chances are not as strong. So if you're not vaccinated as well, please go out because we want you here. Where we want you to be safe and all. They ain't got the microchip in it or anything like that. If you got a cell phone, they already got the microchip in. So no microchip in the vaccine and stuff like that. I saw someone said they should give away weed along with the vaccine. Then I was like, no, people ain't gonna smoke the weed because the microchip is in the weed. And so, just take care of yourself. Be safe. Watch out for your family. Watch out for yourself, and you know, keep on covering up. We're not done. Make it through this winter, and hopefully we get to the spring where hopefully things will improve. But it's amazing. I think this is our life, Calvin. This is going to be our life for a little bit. We keep on thinking like, oh man, it's finally time. We finally, we beat this. And every time we say we beat it. It's like hold my beer. They come up with another variant, and it keeps on going. And so, keep your faith. Keep your faith.
And it's funny you said that because that leads me into what I really want to talk about, and it's just we keep getting these new variants. People keep getting infected, and it's just because, and it's not necessarily the vaccination, but it's because people just don't want to do what people they're suggesting you do, which is wear a mask. Like I
Yeah.
don't understand it, and what bothers me about it so much is the reasoning behind it. And I'm going to generalize here. And it's these white people that you see all the time talking about, this is hindering my freedom. This is doing this. Like, it's like white people want to be oppressed so bad. Like, they just don't want us to have nothing to ourselves. Like, I do not understand how asking or requiring people to wear a mask in certain instances is infringing on your freedoms. I will never get that. There's nothing that you can explain to me that tells me that tells me why you're against that. Now, here's what's also simple. If a store requires a mask and you don't want to wear it, don't go in the store. There are
Right.
plenty of other stores that you can go to. Damn it, you can even shop online. Even these stores that say to you, wear a mask, they offer, well, we'll shop for you.
Right.
I wish somebody would shop for me because I
Right.
don't feel like walking through there anyway. But it's like they want to be oppressed so bad. And listen, oppression ain't fun. Oppression ain't anything that you want. So I'm not sure why you look forward to that. And it's really simple. When Colin Kaepernick was going through his thing and he was kneeling, all you heard was, well, yeah, it may not be this, but if his employer says he can't kneel, then he should be kicked out. And he's on. Well, people's employers are telling you to wear a mask. So if you don't want to, they should fire you, right? I mean, sounds kind of like the same concept to me. Anyway, it's another topic for another day. We won't talk about it. Garland, we got to do something this week. Our people are here. We got to do something. We gave away some money last year. We
Did.
got to think of something to do this week. We got a couple days. Let's see if we can get something to do and bring our viewers
Okay.
in, bring our people in for about an hour or so, and maybe give away some prizes and have a little bit of fun on the Zoom. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can. And Garland said he won't be here next Monday. I thought maybe the show may take 2 weeks to come on. So if it does, then we don't have to worry about it. If it doesn't, we'll see. I may get someone in. We may go in early, like even though it goes off at 10:30, bro. Garland trying to get me to. I'm usually asleep by like 10:45. I mean, I can't. We found
Come
out
on,
earlier.
don't
We
forget
found
we
out
did a
earlier that I'm a
special
square.
show, right?
I'm a square.
Bro, if you don't, you remember for Lovecraft, we did a after show
We did.
after the
We did.
yeah, and that didn't
We
go off
did.
to like 11.
And that was a live show. We went
That was a
live with
live show.
everyone. Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
so
live
we'll
on
figure
here.
it out. We'll
We'll
figure it
think
out.
of something. We'll think of
We'll think
something.
of something.
But anyway, until then, we want everybody out here to be safe. If
Please.
for those that we don't see, we don't talk to, and for everyone, have a very Merry Christmas. Have a happy
Yes.
holidays.
Happy
Keep
holidays.
yourself and your family safe. We wish you the best, and we wish you the best of 2022 coming in. In the meantime, this is All Things Black with Garland and Calvin. I am Calvin. That guy is Garland. Y'all see Garland trolling me, calling me a square. You see, oh, he does something. He does something. All right,
Hey,
y'all. We'll
you
talk to
guys know
y'all.
Jet Streamer?
We will talk to everyone later. All right, Garland. Have a good
All
one,
right, bro.
sir.
Talk to you. Bye, everybody.